Hey family, Pastor Willingham here. I want to talk to you today about the impact of bad news. You know, we have to be careful of spreading bad news in organizations, in families, in any setting. And we have to understand that bad news, bad information can be just as impactful, sometimes worse, than good news, and people many times will believe the wrong thing or a negative thing before they believe something positive. You know, Caleb here, he believed God, and he had given some good news and told the people, let's go and possess the land that God said we could possess. But there was another side here in Numbers 13, and I'll start in verse 31, because there were men that went with Caleb who saw the exact same thing that Caleb saw, but they had a different attitude. And it's funny how two people can see the same thing and have totally opposite attitudes. One person can say, hey, we can do it, we can possess it, and another person can see the same thing and come out with a different viewpoint, you know, because the other people said, we're not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. They saw the enemy as being stronger than themselves, and they brought up an evil report of the land, which they had searched unto the children of Israel. They gave a bad report, and they said that the people were people of great stature. The enemy was an enemy of great stature. They saw them as being giants, and even in their own sight, they said they saw themselves as grasshoppers. And however you see yourself, other people will see you the way you see yourself. And by chapter 14, all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses. They turned against the leadership of Moses and Aaron because of the negative report. And so, you know, again, we have to be careful giving negative opinions, and be careful of people who always give negative opinions because they feel negative, or because they have a low self-esteem, or they, in the case of these persons in the Bible, saw themselves as grasshoppers in relationship to an enemy who they saw as giants. And certainly, again, people see you as you see yourself. And so if you have a grasshopper mentality, you have a grasshopper spirit, then certainly your enemies will see you as such. And so be careful of spreading bad news, and be careful of your attitude, be careful of your speech, and also be careful of persons who, again, are always carrying bad news, because bad news can have a horrific impact on an organization, on a family, on any setting, a workplace, a church. You know, bad news can hurt us, and we have to be careful of bad news. God bless you. I thank you for watching today, and I ask that you subscribe and that you share this information with someone whose life you can help. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.